Lastly, we look at the cumulative frequency curve. Now, a cumulative frequency curve, also called an ogive, is the graph obtained when the cumulative frequencies are plotted against the upper class boundaries for a given set of group data. For example, in our case, if we take the upper class boundaries and their corresponding cumulative frequencies, we will obtain this kind of data. We plot the cumulative frequencies on the y-axis and the upper class boundaries on the x-axis. When we join the points, we obtain this S-shaped curve. All cumulative frequency curves take this shape. Using this curve, we can find what we call quartiles and percentiles. Quartiles. Now, when data is arranged in ascending numerical order and then divided into 4 equal parts or quarters, the value at the end of each quarter is called a quartile. The first quarter, Q1, is called the lower quartile. The second quarter, Q2, is called the middle quartile. And the third quarter, Q3, is the upper quartile. Notice that Q2 is also the median. So in our case, we have a total of 35 observations. So Q1 is equal to 1 over 4 times 35, which is 8.75. Q2 is 1 over 2 times 35, which is 17.5. And Q3 is 3 over 4 times 35, which is 26.25. So to find the quartiles, we go to the graph. Q1 corresponds to a cumulative frequency of 8.75. We draw that line at 8.75 to meet our curve. We go down and read the value on the x-axis. It looks like 27. Q2, or the median, corresponds to a cumulative frequency of 17.5. Draw that line to meet the curve, go down and read the value. It's 35.5. Q3 corresponds to 26.25. We draw that line to meet the curve and go down, we read the value again. The difference between Q3 and Q1 is called the interquartile range. Next is percentiles. This comes from percentage, that is 100 parts. If data is divided into 100 equal parts, each part is called a percentile. The 10th part is the 10th percentile. The 80th part is the 80th percentile, and so on. It therefore means that Q1 is also the 25th percentile. The median of Q2 is the 50th percentile, and Q3 the 75th percentile. When we want to find a certain percentile, we calculate the cumulative frequency that corresponds to that percentile. For example, let's find the 40th percentile of our data. We have 35 parts, so 40 over 100 times 35 is 14. So the 40th percentile corresponds to cumulative frequency 14. We draw that line to meet our cumulative frequency curve and read the value down. It's 32.0. 60th percentile, 60 over 100 times 35 is 21. We draw that line and read the value on the graph. It's 39.5.